Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We're going to be playing a bit of Fate Grand Order, mainly rolling for new muscle waifu Zenobia. Hi, what y'all talk about in the chat here. Everyone rolling for Zenobia, waiting for saying good. Yeah, I don't care about Gouda Gouda anything. Yes. I think there's an element where a muscle waifu can be too muscular, in my opinion. I know other people would be like, hell no. But, yep. Speaking of amazing waifu, I am currently working on a Code Geass waifu files. I'm going to start that new series, and I really hope you all support it, because it is extremely fun to make, and it would be a new opportunity for me to do kind of like lore videos en masse for tons of shows, kind of like how Dead Meat does Kill Count. I could do OtakuDaiKun does the waifu files for like every other anime under the sun. And that would be good because I could get into them without necessarily having to wait for the entire story to finish or for me to become an expert on the entire thing. I just know enough to introduce you guys to new waifu. Kind of like how my Waifu Wars polls, I get a lot of people saying, I don't know who this is. I'm like, well, now you would know. So, that would be something exciting. The goal would be to discover boundless new anime via its waifu. So I think it's going to be very fun. I think the second one I'm planning on doing is Monogatari, because I love them and I have not covered Monogatari enough. I've wanted to on this channel for a while. I just don't want an excuse. And it's good for me because, you know, as much as I, like, hate complaining about censorship and stuff, this would just be an opportunity to be like, hey, check this out. Here's the good stuff. Here, everyone's got complaining, they're worried about their fandom being, you know, there, but it's like, let's celebrate it by just literally going, hey, look at that. This one has great waifu. So, I hope y'all are excited for that. I've finished the Code Geass video. I just need to make sure it clears upload processes and all that stuff. It'll be available for early access. I am also working on a dai-chan Dakimakura that's going to be in collaboration with Cuddly Octopus, so you can buy your very own dai-chan Dakimakura with art made by me. For better or worse. No, I'm having fun making it. I'm not the best artist, but I'm definitely having fun with that. And I'm thinking for its debut, when I finally get my hands on like a preview copy of the Daki, so I know what it looks like, I will be giving one of them away, perhaps, through a Melty Blood tournament, like a little mini one just for us in the channel. So, yeah. Is Code Geass Lost Stories available in English? So yeah, we've got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. It's going to be a pretty chill stream, just a chatting and rolling for awesome waifu. And I've got a whole list of cool anime things from this season, last season, that I just want to talk about. Don't necessarily get a chance to with the 2 videos a week situation. You want Alter-chan? Well, if dai-chan goes well, I will consider other designs. And some people who even want dai-kun can do that as well. Magecraft Foundation? What do you mean, the Mages Association? I'm not sure what you mean. It just came out globally. You know, I'm sure there's going to be some amazing, like, artwork in there, but I don't need another gacha game. I don't know anything about Biscuit, but let me look him up. From Hunter x Hunter. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with that. The little girl that goes like, big. I mean, I guess she would count as muscle waifu, but I am so not into that. It seems like more of comic relief to me. But yeah, Zenobia is one of those very few waifu that I desperately need. We'll see. I love biscuits and gravy. That used to be something my dad made all the time, and now it's one of my favorite foods. Liz back to bleed or ears. I'm really upset. Well, not, I guess, too upset, but I'm a bit bummed that we've got this new Halloween event riding on me, because I'm still trying to enjoy Fate Samurai Remnant. The game makes itself very accessible to creating a lore, so once I beat the game and I've gotten all the endings and done 100% of that stuff, I will be making a comprehensive lore video of Samurai Remnant, and it's going to be dope. Are you sure you're not from the South? Nah, I'm mid-American, I guess. Almost smack dab in the center. But we got enough country folk out here, shit. Yep. Oh, thank you for clarifying, EPA96. Yeah, I kind of have been making a couple of lessons in Magecraft on various mage foundations in that regard, where, you know, like, more like mystery foundations, I guess, just certain things, like you said, angels and Kabbalah. I've got a video on Kabbalah. If I'm mentioning lessons that you don't see, it's because they're available to paid supporters for as little as one a month. And those will eventually come out publicly, just after 3 or so months. It's basically just a backlog. It's because they're not on priority. But yeah, I want to play Samurai Remnant. Right now I'm at the part with Cersei, and she turns you into a little pig. That was cute. I like that. It's a very charming game. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I just wish it had more outfits for the characters, perhaps. And, yeah. I'm not playing the trilogy. I've got enough Grails. I'm gonna sit out on that. Thank you. You like the lore videos? Yes. But yeah, alright, so let's jump into the rolling. Thank you for that. What does it mean, shop monthly, 2 days left? That looks new. What do they mean? 2 days left. Oh, rare prisms? Oh, some of them are expiring, that's why. Oh. Oh, I didn't know you just buy crystallized lore, but... I got a lot of those too, though. If they're going away, I might as well just grab this one since I've got, you know, some rare prisms. Are they gonna get rid of the faux cards? Is the Samurai Remnant saber a boy or a girl? It is a girl. Seiba, the main one, that's with Iori, is a girl. However, it's hardly acknowledged by her herself. She's not necessarily girly or anything like that. Some people are saying, oh, that makes them non-binary or whatever. I'm like, you know, yeah, maybe. You gonna do character lores again? Well, first of all, the lore videos I've done for individual servants started declining severely in views. That doesn't necessarily mean I've stopped doing it altogether, but I have been bogged down and trying to cover a lot of other stuff. Sort of like Mordred? Kind of. I mean, I don't think Saber gets pissed at you for calling her a chick or anything like that. Certainly not that. But she's cute. Actually, specifically this month's, for all paid supporters, lesson is on the spiritual tomb of Albion. Don't spoil too much of Samurai Remnant, because I don't know the identities of everybody yet. What's your favorite ending theme to a game? You think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Future Redeemed? For me, no, it's Xenogears. Xenogears. With Small of Two Pieces. That one gets me in the feels. Mommy Zenobia? Is she a mommy? I don't know enough about her lore. I'm the kind of person who will roll based on appearances. So yeah, I have no interest in Jacques de Molay or whatever, however you say it. The opening of Samurai Remnant is dope. I love that. Xenosaga 1 had an amazing ending too. It's, you know, the same vocalist and everything. So let us begin. I'm just getting a sip of water. Joanne Hogg, yeah, she's amazing. Although they have Japanese versions of those songs as well. I think most people around the world know the other one. The English version. I'm not as impressed with the song from Future Redeemed, though. It's an amazing thing, but it's... I don't know, I guess Future Redeemed was kind of a letdown for me. So many open plot holes. I made a whole video about that. I'm not a big fan of the Foreigner class, at least the designs that they put up for them. Hey, 2030! That's good. I'll keep that. Boudica's nice. She's not very good in game, which is why you get her like fodder. How many copies are we going for? Usually just the one, unless there's some rule like they're absolutely worthless unless they have NP2 or something. Like people were saying for Morgan. I finally got a second Morgan, used her NP, and I was like, she still feels kind of weak. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Wait, what happened to Malos? Honestly, there's a piece of artwork, I'm not sure if it's official or whatever, that shows Boudica and she's like super pissed off and she's in like torn up clothes. Rondo for a kitten, that's cute. But she looks like she's ready to get revenge on some Romans. So that looks cool. Well, we've seen before, like, Canis, she did not want to come home. Protagonist! That's a very... I like the art on that craft essence, that's pretty dope. Hello, me mister. Oh gosh. Okay, so I got some craft essences. That's cool, I guess. That's cool. But it's not what I wanted. Ashashin. Oberon hates that craft essence. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. You'd think he'd hate the dude, too. It's like, why did you make me that way? Where's my wife? Yes, I am currently playing Samurai Remnant. It is a blast. Part of me just wants to, like, take a week off and just binge it, but I'm like, nope, I gotta still work on videos. Oh, you mean like the hentai protagonist hairstyle where you cover your eyes? So that the player can self-insert. That would be, yeah, very particular. I mean, Oberon doesn't have it as bad as, Rama. Poor Rama and Sita. The Bartholomew Roberts hairstyle. Well, if it's on a waifu, Bartholomew loves it. Yeah, my dream for Samurai Remnant would be maybe a different selection of some of the rogue servants that are in the game. Like, do we really need Ku again? He's been in both of the Extella games and all that stuff. We already had Jean in regular extra, though we didn't have Jalter in Extella, so if you want to play him in a Muso game, that's kind of your first chance there. Any luck in your rolls yet? Not for her yet. Have you already read the first book of El Malloy Adventures? No, I have not. I'm kind of bogged down by, again, Samurai Remnant. That's kind of a hotter priority, I guess. Well, Gilgamesh is just an NPC, so that's kind of funny. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I'm out of quartz already. Shit. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That sucks. But I guess we're gonna have to start doing single summons. Oof. Oof. It only takes like 4 hours to beat the game? Hell no, I'm like 20 hours in. I'm taking my sweet ass time doing all the side quests and stuff. That's how I always am, really. Nope. Particular what, Liam? Why Gilgamesh is a ruler? I don't know, because he wanted to play Shopkeep and just watch everything. Yeah, way longer than 4 hours. Maybe on a New Game Plus and you got to skip everything and just go straight to the other stuff. It's really fun running around and petting the dogs and cats, although it does get kind of exhausting. I still want Diao-chan. Guan Yu? Yeah, you could do any of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms characters. You can't do wrong. Oh, the book takes about 4 hours. Well, making a lore video on it doesn't, though. That takes a lot more. Yeah, but what about the hairs? What about the hairstyle? Rogue Berserker. Oh, that first fight against him? You just have to get... Well, first of all, you can't... I didn't fight him right away. But eventually I did give him a shot when I was a bit stronger. And, it was still a really hard fight. I used a lot of items and stuff just to get through it, and... because I was desperate to get back into that town and complete all the side missions there, which is funny. You couldn't do that until later anyway, but yeah, that first Rogue Berserker fight is a doozy. Obviously, do not attack him unless you know, he's got his, you know, vulnerable point, and then you spank him. Be sure to stay the fuck away. Basically, you don't want to be grabbed. His grab move is the worst. I think you could even jump and dodge to try and get even further away from that. I'm not sure. But memorizing the attack animation for that is important, because he can insta-kill you with that thing if you're not careful. Which means that if you... Usually it takes, I don't know, maybe like 80% of your health with that throw move, so you have to make sure that you have at least 80% of your health left, you know, every time. So just fill up every time you get hit, because even if you're not dead yet, if he grabs you, you are instantly dead if you're not full health, so... Tricky. What are the Rogue Servant's purpose in the Waxing Moon Ritual? I think I got some expository dialogue about that, and they're just, like, whoever made the waxing moon ritual was kind of like copying another ritual, so they didn't have it as much. Oh yeah, the self-insert hentai protagonist. They cover their eyes either with like a shadow or long hair so that the character's facial expressions and things aren't as pronounced, I guess. Therefore you, who's playing first-person, you know, eroge, can pretend you are the protagonist without being, you know, I think they just do that. They make the main character in a hentai game very, very generic on purpose. That's what self-insert kind of refers to. The everyman or something. Have you ever considered doing similar lore videos for some of the world quests in Genshin Impact? That would be very difficult for me, because I'm just playing Genshin Impact very casually. I'm just enjoying it. Wishing it was just like a regular single-player game. What servant would you like if you were part of a Grail War? I mean, Artoria or Mordred, period. I think I would say that all the time. It's not unheard of to get the 5-star before the 4-star. That happens a lot. Now, why would Goku be a berserker? Are there times when he loses control of his mentality? Oh, any non-canon servants? Like, probably not. I try to avoid the fanfiction realm for Fate stuff, personally, because it's hard enough learning all the regular, actual canon stuff. I just don't have time. But no, Genshin Impact's really fun, but yeah. I recently had to buy a new damn hard drive, because that new update was like, oh, yeah, by the way, you need like another 170, or no, I think it was 140 gigabytes just to unzip the update. I'm like, well, that's great, because I'm not even close to anywhere in the game where that update stuff is, like, relevant. I could achieve victory with Artoria or Mordred. That's why half of the time I would choose them. Maui from Moana would be. I mean, my first instinct is to just look... Well, wait, he's got a hook. The whole thing was he got that fishing hook and stuff, so... I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Guess who has Cleopatra while rolling for Mashu's Craft Essence? That's cool. Hop into the stream. How's it going? Good. Love a Fire Emblem crossover with FGO. That would be cool. Monkey King as a servant. Well, that's true. We need Sun Wukong before we need freaking Goku. People ask me about the historical figures, and there were two. Back in the day, one of them was Mananun McClear, but then they made that servant, and they made it freaking Bazette, and I'm like, hell yeah. Because we were all saying she deserves one. And then, Diao-chan, as we were saying. Lubu's, I would say a woman, but she's kind of plotting against him and Dong Zhuo, like, the entire time. You got Jacques. All I know about French pronunciation is that like 90% of it, you just like, it's all silent. Oh, what guy looks like a Power Rangers villain? Babbage. That's funny. What about Celtic? I mean, Mananun McClear, yeah. Yeah, I'm used to being... You know what? I think it's a stigma for me that just, like, 4 stars hate me. Like, way more. Jacques de Molay, as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong. And it sounds like another gender bend. Just because she's going to go into the general pool doesn't mean now is not a good time to roll for her if you want her. Are there any recommendation of RPG games? I mean, yeah, I could. What are some that you currently enjoy? What consoles do you have? I mean, by default, some of my favorites are always going to be the Xenoblade games. Right, Jacques is in arcade. I remember hearing that name. But since I didn't play arcade, it's hard to say. PS4, Tales of Berseria. Try that one. Tales of Berseria is very, very good. Tales of Arise isn't half bad either. I actually don't know what class Zenobia is. The Tales games are very good, and there's so many of them. But luckily you can literally just hop into whichever you feel. Oh, an archer. That's good. That's good. I have too many sabers, and I'm sick and tired of berserkers being glass cannons and everything. You can loop with her? Hell yeah. People hate female Jacques. Why is that? Nope, don't have her yet. Yeah, Caesar's weird. I like that craft essence though. You haven't missed anything as far as the role goes, anyway. Oh, well, they want male. Sure, I can understand that. Mulan. Savior class. There aren't many of those. I thought it was just Buddha. It depends. Self-insert can be kind of lazy, I guess, maybe, but I think Sonic would be a good saber class. People have talked about that before because of his one little Wii spin-off, the Black Knight. Well, that's true. Foreigners have a severe lack of men. Suki Mahoyo crossover event. That would be dope. If they put Aoko in her final outfit from Mahoyo, that would be amazing. I don't know what kind of a servant she'd be or how they pull that off. You just gotta mix her, as usual with the god. Samurai Remnant collaboration makes sense. Oh, hey, something's finally happening. What is it? An archer? Ooh, it's an archer! Is it what I want? Fuck yeah, it took you long enough, Zenobia. Welcome. Hell yeah.
私はパルミラの女王ゼノビアアーチャーだ。なんだその格好は。と思っている。
I'm wondering, but I'm not disappointed.
心配するな。私もそう思って。
Oh, so you're not supposed to. Oh, you're wondering about the chains. Wasn't that metaphorical of her being like enslaved or something?
これは仕方のないことなのだ。
In this case, the chains just look hot.
この拘束も気にするな。
Since they're not actually restraining you, like she said.
おそらくそれを示すためにこそ私は今ここに。
Yeah, her redshift form, correct. Yay! Hooray! What are her stats? I don't know, man. Queen of Palmyra, she was paraded around in chains by Roman Emperor Aurelian when she was defeated. Right. Yes. Thank you for the extra comment. Well, we have stuff to just talk about, for sure, and I might play a little bit of the Halloween event. I haven't started it yet. Game of Thrones. I still haven't watched Game of Thrones. Yeah, I think NP1 will be just fine. Let's see her ascensions, though. Let's go buff her up. Yeah. We're going to buff you up! As if she needs to be more buff than she is.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that say? Halloween only servants. I don't know, mostly I wanted to update you guys on the anime that I'm watching. We got a new season starting up. You know, what games I'm excited for, that kind of stuff going into the future. Wait a second, I need to adjust this because there's like a heart icon on my thing that's getting in the way. One for roll to use that 2 times, please. One more roll. Does it go away if I don't use it? Zom 100 is great, but yeah, no, we are stuck on that hiatus at, you know, 9 episodes. Like, dude, that sucks. Is she gonna lose more clothes? I didn't think she could go further back with that. We'll find out, right? Oh, she just got rid of the chains. So she doesn't mind the chains anymore, basically. What do you think Iori would react to Chaldea? He seems pretty chill. I was surprised by... I like Iori because he has some level of Shiro-ishness in his desire to, you know, save people, and he's getting in the war to stop rampant violence. But... yeah, it's pretty funny. But he, you know, just goes with the flow pretty quick. You know, they just tell him, this is how it works. And he's like, okay. Yeah, he's a decent protagonist. He goes along with things pretty well and makes for getting through things without excessive dialogue. So you play the guy in Remnant? is the Iori that Musashi was calling herself. Yes, Musashi has a disciple who happens to be
一応言っておくが、この姿に全く周知を感じていないというわけで
yeah
はないぞ。
Miyamoto Iori.
我が身のすべてに耐え、
And in
それ
his
すらも
world,
力にするのが
you know,
私のあり
Musashi's
方
a
という
dude,
だけだ。
and he had just died fairly recently, I guess.
あまり事実
I'm
が
sorry, I'm gonna gawk and gawk some more. Gawk! Gawk! Ani-chan had been out of the hospital for quite a while, actually. That was 6 months ago. But she's going back in for follow-up stuff. Gawk respectfully. Maybe. I don't know if that's possible and they tell you not to. But...
女王に税を納めるようなものか。うん、立派な心がけだ。
But no, she's doing very well. She started a new job, and she's very happy with it. She's making some more money. That's always good. I don't mind all this extra stuff, but it's not as exciting to me. We're probably gonna stick with your first and/or second ascensions here. She is not a travel agent. Well, she worked for a travel agency, but she was never herself a travel agent. There were lots of roles in the company. Samurai Jack would fit into the Fate world. I mean, fine, I guess. Minus the cartoony aesthetic, I suppose. Do the attack and HP numbers mean anything significant? I mean, yes. Because the higher they are, the better they are. Cloud Rider with a motorcycle, that would be cool. Of course, I want Tifa in everything. Literally everything. Speaking of that, we got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is one of the most anticipated games, period, right now. And with good reason. Oh, we got the butt angle. こんな姿の私を地獄の鎖につながれた私を前にしてなお私の勝利を私の強さを信じてくれている。だから私はここまで来られたのだろう。どんな高潔さよりもどんな威厳よりもどんな力よりも How many are enough to roll? I don't know. I try to have as very few servants as I want to roll for, so my odds of getting disappointed are low. ただのゼノビアとしていよう。ありがとう。私は良いマスターに巡り合った。Nice. But no, I mean, no matter how much of a train wreck... Okay, so I'm excited for Rebirth right now. I am, for the most part. I am just reasonably worried that they will do something irrevocably stupid with the story. I already accept and understand it's not going to be the faithful remake we all wanted, and that they're trying to sell us the quote-unquote real remake, the more authentic one, as a friggin' gacha game that I have nothing to do with, but yeah, so yeah, there's that. As soon as I can confirm that they don't do something stupid like murder Tifa instead of Aerith permanently, then I'll buy the game and I'll have a good time with it. I'm sure of that, at least. What is the next servant you want? That's a good question. That might do me off for the year, though. I think Zenobia was the last one of the year for me. I still have that picture, though, I think. That showed me the calendar. Yeah, I think that's the last servant for me that I'll be getting this year. Unless you guys remind me of one. Koyanskaya? I might go for her. The other one did not come home. Bazette's already in February? Are you kidding me? With that shit, I need to start saving up. Because she's one I need. I need Bazette. So yeah, I'm probably going to go into saving mode. Oh, right. She's 4-star, so she can only go up to 80. Alrighty. So yeah, let me look at my list of things here. Real quick. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure it will be. I just need to make sure they don't do anything absolutely horrifying with the story. Everything else about it, yeah, it's kind of censored, but compared to the original FF7, which had a little block arm, barbell arm cloud and stuff, it's definitely a step up, even with the quote-unquote censorship there. And they definitely did censor Tifa's cowgirl outfit for the Crisis Core thing, and seemed to be going with that stupid censored design for Rebirth, even though the first remake game did that. I like playing it on my PS5. Maybe I will go with, you know, mods for the remake later. But yeah. You say the original is made out of pixels and boxes, sure, but the artwork, the hand-drawn stuff, as well as the CGs and stuff, that Tifa's been in a lot of games prior to the remake. I've already talked about that in one of my videos. Comparing her to her otherwise best incarnation being the Dissidia Final Fantasy version on the modern one. What is it? Dissidia N something, right? NT, NX, I don't remember what it's called. But that version by Koei Tecmo looked absolutely gorgeous. It's a shame though, man. Koei Tecmo is going downhill in some ways though. As far as the censorship stuff goes, they used to be the kings of fan service, and yeah, now they don't do that so much. Tsukihime remake with the English release? If there's a huge demand for it, maybe. I could do that. Alright, so let me look at my list. Right, Persona 3. Persona 3, what are they calling it again? The remake. That looks cool. I plan on buying it. I'm not excited for it entirely yet, because I am waiting for them to confirm, like, DLC from the Dancing in... Was it Dancing in Starlight? I forgot which one is which, but the Persona 3 dancing game had some amazing outfits that I would like to see as DLC in Persona 3 Remake Reload, just like they put those same outfits in from the dancing game in Persona 5. That was phenomenal. And those are my favorite outfits, and I loved playing through the game with them, so I'm hoping to God they will do the same for the new Persona 3. I would be getting very excited for East 10 Nordics, except it's stuck in localization hell. Like, there's no confirmed release dates. It's like, what the hell, bro? Why? What you doing to me, man? It's hard to get excited about a game when you never know when it's coming. Could be a year from now, 2 years from now. And you could be like Kuro no Kiseki, which has finally been announced to be going like a 2024 release date. Was that it? I think so. Even though that game's been out for ages, and they already have a Kuro no Kiseki 2, which will be out for ages by the time we get close to any of that. So, yeah, that's hardcore. Yeah, Fate Extra Record is going to be amazing. However, I'm just not holding my breath because I'm not expecting it anytime soon. The MaHoYo anime is supposed to come out this year? I don't remember hearing a release date about that. Maybe they just said in 2023, but shit gets delayed all the time. Let's see here. So yeah, I might buy the Chinese version of Kuro no Kiseki that's on Steam, and then fan patch it with the English fan translation, because NIS, yeah, is horrible with their localizations. They're bad. They're really bad. We should tell Dai that there is a replacement for Musashi in Ibuki swimsuit form. There is no replacement for Musashi. There's just not. December 23rd. Yeah, I hadn't heard that. Interesting. But yeah, if that comes out, that'll be cool. Other games that I'm interested in would be Zenless Zone Zero, which they're still in development for. Man, MiHoYo, or Hoyoverse, whatever the hell you want to call them, is pushing out games a bit too fast, in my opinion. Because they got the Honkai Star Rail thing. They're still doing Genshin. And now they got this, and I'm like, it's hard to keep up, man. Especially because there's that other city-based gacha MMO thing that they just announced recently. Where it's like a hot waifu and stuff like that running around an open world city, like cyberpunk-y kind of style. It looks cool. Forgot what that one's called. And that game might be just as good, if not better, than Zenless Zone now. Yeah. Yep. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, Zenless Zone Zero is a game from the makers of Genshin. Yes, the Genshin Spider-Man one, basically. But it's not Genshin Impact. It's different creators. I think it's still Chinese. Or it was Korean. I don't know, man. It's not Japanese. Thoughts on the PS5 Slim? If it makes it more available to people, good. I think it's a little tricky. Because, you kind of need a good hard drive space on the console. Wasn't it like Project Mugen or something like that? The other interesting game that I'm excited about is Foam Stars. It's like Square Enix's attempt to make like a sexier version of Splatoon, and that could be really cool. Could be really lame, I don't know, but I liked the trailer. They got a hot waifu in midriff, so my ears are open. Hal World, I've never heard of. And of course, the most anticipated game for me, beyond the shadow of a doubt, is Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I got that boy pre-ordered. I am so looking forward to it. And I love how my favorite waifu of that game, Zeta, is in the game. I am so excited. Well, no, when the same exact company is releasing their own competition, it seems kind of weird. But yeah, I can only get so excited about a live service game. So if it's a live service one, I'm just like, Versus Relink, which is, you know, just going to be a game I can buy and beat and love and own like crazy. So let me see here. I talked Foam Stars, Zenless Zone Zero. I've talked about East 10, Persona, Kuro no Kiseki, Rebirth. Talked about Samurai Remnant, Relink. There's a lot of stuff like that. Melty Blood. Melty Blood. I was going to do a tournament, like I said, once my Dakimakura design has been completed, and I get myself a version of it myself, I will send out... I'll do a contest, a tournament, to give out one of the very first dai-chan Dakimakura that exist to a lucky winner. And I think I'll give participants a free copy of my hentai manga, Ouroboros, which is available right now for any paid channel member. So that'll be exciting. I really like it. It's a good hentai manga that I put a lot of work into. I plan to make more of them, but it definitely took a while. And then, I don't know, Melty Blood type Lumen has already given us a lot of extra characters. Tsukihime English is coming out, but after I already, like, combed through that entire Japanese version, I'm not as excited about that. What are the tags? Yuri, toys, lots of liquids, if that makes any sense. I can only say so much on YouTube for the tags. Basically, dai-chan Alter gets the fun idea of putting a brand, a curse, a sigil on regular dai-chan that's similar to the one they put on Kuro in Prisma Ilia, where one person's pain gets transferred to the other, except in this case, it's the pleasure. And so, dai-chan Alter vows to mess with the other dai-chan by doing various things to herself that then transfer over. It's pretty cool. A dai-chan Lily? Maybe. It's not really the route I want to jump down yet, but, I will be doing a Halloween live stream. Dai-chan Lancer? No, Dai-chan Alter. And they're basically both casters. But yeah, I'll be doing a live stream for on Halloween Day. I want to play the game Hotel Izanami. It's a game I saw Dashi play a long time ago. It's like a survival horror with cute anime girls getting attacked by some creepy mascot in a pig suit or something. It looked cool. It looked cool. Daikun Alter? I don't want to make it too complicated too fast. I'm already kind of committed to this current cast of characters. But yes, I will be doing that. I hope you join me for that. Right now, I am playing a game that you can get on Steam right now called Baldur's Sky. It's a visual novel that's been out for quite a while now. It's one of those ones where it's censored on Steam, but you can get a patch that brings it back to its full hentai glory. I highly recommend it. It's blowing my mind away with its story. Despite being as old as it is, it's extremely relevant with talking about virtual reality and AI and all this other stuff. It's a visual novel, part action game, where you play as sort of like mech-based combat. It's a bit more like arcade, like a top-down view where you build combos and beat the shit out of other robots. It's pretty badass. So I highly recommend you guys check that out. It's probably one of the best visual novels I've played. Catch you later, Connor. Let's see here. And then there's anime. New season of stuff. Let's see what I'm watching. The Summer Robe. That also a writer? I don't know what that means. One of the ones I was excited about is MF Ghost, the long-awaited sequel to Initial D, which I've got mixed feelings about. I will probably make a video on. Right now, the best part about the show is the sexy race queens, which is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We've got that, speaking of a bit of disappointment, I guess, the Rurouni Kenshin reboot that is currently going on. Ari-chan was super excited about that, and then, I don't know, they just don't do a very good job with anime reboots. They don't give it the same degree of production budget. Oddly enough, the animation quality was kind of... I don't know, it feels flatter, more lifeless. Perhaps it's more accurate to the manga, I guess, but it misses some of that charm. It's kind of like what I was saying with the Sorceress Stabber Orphan remake they started to do a while back. It may be more authentic to the manga, but man, is it not as good visually. MF Ghost. That's the new Initial D. It's like the next generation. It's like the main character, I think, was trained by Takumi. And all the racing is done, like, more commercially, I guess, instead of, like, late night, street racing, cool shit like that. It's, like, broad daylight, publicized, televised racing stuff, which is kind of disappointing. It's kind of funny that, you know, they drive on these abandoned roads now, and there are drones that follow them around and film stuff, which is great for spectators in that universe. You know, that would be great for the people who, you know, can sit there and watch the race from a computer monitor and give detailed instructions to the driver. But as audiences, for us, watching the anime, it's actually not as cool. Because, you know, in the anime, people had to show up to the race. They had to line the streets and get excited and shout about that stuff. And different people could comment on the race because they had to stick around and watch for them to come around a very specific corner on the track. Except now, it's got an excuse for all of your NPC characters who comment on the race to just be like in an office room somewhere staring at a computer screen, which isn't as exciting. It's kind of funny how that works, where what would be more exciting for the characters in that universe is kind of lamer for us. More manga accurate, but less charming. So it's like Sailor Moon Crystal? Yes. However, it seems that ever since they ditched the Crystal name and they've started doing the Sailor Moon Eternal movies, which is, it's still part of the Crystal verse, just the next iteration, they just started doing them as films instead. The animation has gotten a lot better for those, and I'm kind of excited to see those myself. Do you know how far MF Ghost is taking place? Yes, I do. You know, they're like older dudes now. I don't think Takumi and his group are as old as, like, Bunta was in the original, but we do get to see the back of Ryosuke and his head. He started working as a doctor as we all knew he would. That's why he wanted to do this Project D racing team before he had to kind of give up his passion and become a doctor. Yep. But my brother's been watching the Eternals movies, and they look hella good. So I'll check those out. Okay, so we did MF Ghost. Talked about the Kenshin one that I'm not as excited about. It was also kind of funny because MF Ghost is like really deep into the Eurobeat shit. You know, all initial D. Eurobeat is awesome. I love Eurobeat. But this particular episode 2 that I've seen so far puts the Eurobeat tracks on like some of the most boring parts of the quote-unquote race. And then like 90% of it was dialogue, people talking over the Eurobeat, and it didn't get back to the action. I'm like, dude, this is such a waste. Did you hear about that new anime called Dragon Ball Daima? No. What sucked is that the stream got blocked off, so people couldn't see the trailer until 30 minutes, 1 hour later. Yeah, no, I didn't know anything about that. Okay, I've talked about my donkey and the Spy X Family, or Spy Family. I don't like how Japan puts X's randomly in things. They have like an obsession with that letter, kind of like Elon Musk, and it's weird, especially when you don't even say it. It's just Spy Family or Hunter Hunter. But then you've got Tales of Zestiria the Cross. Or some people saying Xenoblade Chronicles Cross. I'm like, no, it's X. It's X. Like the X-Men. You don't call them the Crossmen unless they're all like cross-dressing. That could be a porn parody of the X-Men. Anyway, yeah, so Spy Family's cool. I love it. It's very good. More of the same, which is nice. That one I don't know if it's Kiss X Sis or just Kiss Sis. X-Men in Japanese is men. It's just men. Oh yeah, High School DxD and Rosario Vampire, but it says Rosario plus Vampire, or Rosario Toll Vampire, like Rosario and a Vampire. Oh yeah, and Romeo and Juliet, Romeo X Juliet. Yeah, no, that is weird. It's weird when they do that. They're just being like edgy. An interesting anime that is airing right now that people tell me to check out the manga for, but I don't know if I want to do either, is Kingdoms of Ruin. It's like witches. Sexy witches were bestowed on Earth to watch after humans, and for a while that seemed to work until humans developed their own technology that is now rivaling that of the witches, and they go on a witch hunt, slaughtering all of the hot witches. And so this poor little anime starts off with a very sexy witch waifu. Tight jeans, midriff, everything I could want in a waifu. And then she gets killed off. It's not a spoiler, it's literally episode 1 and the premise of the show. And it makes me sad. She gets executed, shot in the head, shot multiple times by firing squad, and then some dude with an axe lops her head off and they hold it up. It's like edgy in the sense that like Akame ga Kill was, where it's just like, dude, I can't get behind this, especially since the replacement waifu is not as good as the one that was killed. It's an interesting concept, but yeah, maybe the manga's better. Who knows? Usually mangas can, but when they kill off the character I wish were the main character in a game, that's doing something that, you know, something crazy. B tier replacement. I guess it depends on the people. So that one I'm curious about. I'll keep my eye on it, but I'm not exactly hyped. I'm on similar shallow water And Liam, I was saying edgy, as in like the edge of something, like a blade or something, you know. I like ecchi. Ecchi's different. Edgy is trying to be hardcore, sometimes for no good reason. It depends. Have I seen Standalone Complex 2045? No, I've only seen the original. But, yeah, speaking of anime that I'm kind of on thin ice with, is Rising of the Shield Hero Season 3. Season 2 was absolutely boring and lame, and I did not like it. However, they seem to really be wanting to win me back with Season 3. Season 3 seems cool. The opening is amazing. I really like the new opening. And they are giving us, what is it, like a mermaid waifu? Like that's how they know how to go for my heart when they start pulling out the sexy mermaids. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully the show's going to get better. I like the premise of freeing a bunch of Raphtalia's slave mates. That's a cool premise. A lot better than fighting off the stupid turtle. And I hated the characters in that other world. That was just like really weird. Like totally off the rails. Kind of like how ReZero. I no longer care about ReZero thanks to its god-awful Season 2. Now, Mushoku Tensei Season 2, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. I think it's really funny how, I guess it's not the main focus of the story, but a pretty strong focus of the story is Rudeus trying to cure his erectile dysfunction. And that's pretty funny to me. It's fascinating because, you know, it is a real thing, and it's something that goes very much against what we would think. Like a very lewd anime would normally think of. Where it's got a fantastic waifu, and yet here they are dealing with that kind of thing. I don't know. Sometimes I like edgy shit that is edgy for no good reason. As in just for the sake of style and substance, or instead of substance. Well, there's not really a good plot reason for it, but they just want to show a lot of blood and guts and sex and stuff. You know, some of my favorite things, I guess, in fiction, anyway. And, I guess it depends. That's why you call it the ED arc. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, Yashahime is one of those cases where it's just, to me, the whole show is a reminder of why Inuyasha probably should have stayed done when it ended, and probably should have ended even faster than that. I feel the same way with MF Ghost. It's unfortunate. I really like, which of the Mushoku Tensei waifu? Well, for one, we've got that one chick. She's not a succubus, but the one that has to sleep with people, or she'll die. That's pretty crazy. But I like her as a character. She's pretty fun. I liked the new chick. Sarah is her name? Was it Sarah? The one that, unfortunately, Rudeus discovered he has ED with. Sylphie's cool. And, of course, I can't wait in order to see Eris come back in her full abtastic glory. G-Lane is good, too. Yeah, Mushoku Tensei is awesome. It was very compelling every episode. It was super adorable, the most recent stuff with Sylphie. Inuyasha's first couple of seasons were fantastic when it was done with hand-painted cells. As soon as they moved over to, like, the digital stuff, it started getting lazier and not nearly going good. Yeah, same thing with Initial D. Initial D was great when it first started out, but over time it got worse. As soon as 4th stage hit, they stopped going for that crazy, wild, like, exaggerated drift racing, which was what made me excited about it in the first place. But, a lot of Initial D, what made the races compelling from a TV perspective, as opposed to playing one of the video games, was the gimmicks that each race had. There was a new catch or special thing that would determine, you know, who was racing and who would win and how it worked. You know, we've got Takumi hitching his tires into the gutter in Initial D's first beginnings. We got stuff like the duct tape deathmatch. We got him turning off his headlights to get in people's blind spots. You know, we've got all these different things that made Initial D's races cool and exciting. And I liked that about it. But they definitely started running out. They really started running out of ideas. Come Initial D's 5th and, I guess, 6th stage? Was that the one that finally finished it off? Where it's like, the very final race is, oh, Takumi's racing another 8-6. Wow. Like, that's not exciting to me. That's not progress. That's not new. It's just, what? So I was glad that Initial D ended, and it's kind of funny that now that MF Ghost is starting, it's beginning the series without the crazy drift racing that I really liked, without the cool, like, racing gangs and street teams and all that culture that was really neat about the original. And it's already devoid of those kind of cool gimmicks that gave the races, you know, their charm. What genre are you talking about, Liam? No, I'm talking edgy. I am talking ecchi versus edgy. The violent stuff is usually edgy. The sexual stuff is usually ecchi. But yeah, okay, so that's MF Go stuff, Kingdom's Ruin. I'm continuing on with Ancient Magus Bride. I do like me that anime quite a bit. Season 2's been really cool. I like Chisei now that she's older and going to college. And they're learning about magic, but it's like some weird blend almost between like Harry Potter and Fate as far as like their magic system. It's pretty cool. I like it. Not much to say about it. It's just good, chill series. One I'm on the fence about is the new Arknights season. Arknights is pretty cool as a game. I love some of the waifu designs and stuff, but I feel like the anime almost takes itself too seriously, or has a huge problem with making me care about the main characters because they're constantly throwing them at you. I imagine maybe people felt that way if they started watching, like, Babylonia without a proper understanding of how Fate Grand Order worked or the history of the characters there, but, I was talking about the Ancient Magus Bride, or Mahotsukai no Yome. Not Negima, hell no. Mahotsukai no Yome, Ancient Magus Bride. Season 2 is currently airing its second cour right now. No, it's Magus. Screw Magus. I hate that. Then again, that's one of those things where I've like heard multiple dubs all say it different ways. Like Magus or Magus. It depends on which show. And no, I'm not watching the dub of that show because it's Funimation. But, or it was Funimation anyway. But yeah, Arknights is weird. It's hard to follow and stay invested, although I do like the art. I don't know. It's just weird. The new opening is... The new opening song for Arknights is god-awful. It was so bad, like... The animation was so cool. But the song was just absolutely terrible. And meanwhile, the credits song was really nice. Which is funny because the first season of Arknights was a really cool opening song and a really bad ending song. So it's kind of flopping around. But yeah, I want to enjoy Arknights. I just have a hard time caring about the characters, especially with like 8 episodes and then a huge break between seasons. Recently, thanks to, was it Discotech? I think it's Discotech. They've been putting out a lot of remastered Blu-rays of old anime OVAs. And I've been collecting them because they're so good. So I've been getting into Cutie Honey because a lot of that stuff was there. So there's Sheen Cutie Honey or New Cutie Honey, and then there's also Cutie Honey, which is the one that Gainax made. Or was it Trigger? I think it was Gainax before they did it. It was like a precursor to Gurren Lagann. I was like, holy shit. So like all this stuff that would become Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill and all that stuff, you could see in Cutie Honey, which is pretty dope. Very good raunchy series that every adaptation is a little bit different because they just take the character and have different artists and directors give their own take on it, which is pretty cool. There's a remake of Fire Emblem Genealogy. Would you play it? I'm not as familiar with that one, but I would love to play like a combined like remaster, like proper Switch port or whatever of Awakening and Fates, assuming they gave it back a proper localization, which is not going to happen. But a guy can dream. It's just such a shame that the graphics and art style for Awakening and Fates was so good, but it was on a crappy DS system that had terrible graphics. It's like, what the hell? To the point where they had to re-release the cutscenes from that game as like a movie on Blu-ray. I'm like, if you can put Blu-ray quality anime visuals, why are you sticking on it on DS? It's such a shame. I think that wraps it up for... Actually, no, not quite. I recently purchased... I was at Best Buy, and I just happened to see Call of the Night, which was good. I liked that show. For like $15. I was like, hell yeah, that's not bad. And Lonely Castle in the Mirror was just a random anime movie I picked up because it was also pretty dirt cheap. And that one's a cute show. Pretty simple, cute little anime about a bunch of middle schoolers who are struggling to, fit in. They're being bullied and other stuff like that, and they have the opportunity to kind of visit this fantastic magical castle where they can deal with their problems and stuff. It's like a coming-of-age story. It's pretty cute. Well, no, it wouldn't have done as well on the Wii U, but nowadays, they have no excuse. I already talked about the Rurouni Kenshin anime and how extremely disappointed I am in it. It's not as good as the original. Did I watch Prelude to Dawn? Yes, I did. It would have been extremely dissonant if I hadn't. Where have I been for a month? Well, if you only watch my live streams, then it might seem like I'm gone, but I'm still uploading 2 videos every single week. And those are the things that actually keep me alive, not quite so much the live streams. For example, I haven't gotten a single super chat. If I were trying to be a streamer who lived on that, I wouldn't be thriving at all. It's the standalone videos that allow me to do what I do. Right. Rurouni Kenshin's original one had different dubs. I think the first one is the Animax dub, and it was absolutely terrible. Everyone was mispronounced all over the place. God, that's so crazy. Why haven't I been live? Generally because live streams don't bring in money. That's basically it. That's the main reason. At least for me, it doesn't. But yeah, I think the Sony dub, I think it was the Media Blasters version, the one that they actually put on DVD, was the proper Rurouni Kenshin dub as far as I'm concerned. Well, if they completely remade Genealogy of the Holy War and they made it look like Awakening or something like that, then yeah, I'd be interested. I'd play any game that uses that art style. Then to follow up on the vehicle accident. Yeah, that's fine. I've been doing well. I appreciate the concern. What's your opinion on Zenobia take from FGO? What do you mean take? What about her? Oh, FGO's take on Zenobia? I think she's gorgeous. Speaking of, now that I'm done talking about all the anime that I've been watching and thinking about lately, let me go to... First of all, let me set up for this Halloween event. Oh shit, Mordred? She has an event bonus? Fuck yeah. Now that I've got Zenobia, I actually have an archer I can throw in there. Don't level up my Liz, because I don't care about her. Let me look up here, Chaos. All I can say right now is that the version of Rurouni Kenshin that they have on Hulu and or Netflix, I don't remember which one, is the bad one. It is so horribly bad. And no, the Media Blasters dub was the one that they said was on Toonami. And that's the good one. The Media Blasters dub is the good one. Okay, the Sony dub is the bad one. Sorry, Sony is Southeast Asia's Animax dub. Which someone showed me. There's actually a completely separate English dub for Gurren Lagann. And it's not very good. Yeah, Batusai the Slasher instead of Batosai the Manslayer. I think they... Didn't they just call him Kenshi instead of Kenshin? And instead of Kaoru, it was like Kori? Ugh, yeah, that's the bad one. That's how you know it's the bad one. Clearly, I don't like a lot of my Elizabeths. Well, Media Blasters, this was still pretty much the same group of people that were doing, like, dubs for, like, Pioneer and Bandai back in the day. How good is Skahak? She's amazing. She is a god slayer, like, literally. So what does this do? Increases gingerbread houses. Okay, that's cool. And what does that do? Poison apples. So for your MP, that's pretty good. For you, let's do a quick card. Nah. That'll do. A quick card that works for you. What are you? Zenobia. Are you Buster? No, she's arts. Okay. Well, I still gotta give you something. You're arts as well, right? I gotta. Oh no, you are quick. That's good. Quick. Cool. So everyone almost has a Halloween craft essence. Can we see her in action? Yeah, let me do a quick little farm to show her off. Interludes? No. Rank up quest? Who has a rank up quest? None of them yet. None of them that are available to me, anyway. So if she's AoE, where'd she go?
Zenobia! Where is your nice butt?
Seriously, why am I'm always blind? I can have a hard time finding them. Aha! There we are. Death Note? I don't know the company, but I know it was dubbed in Canada. Which is why it had Kirby Morrow, the guy who played Miroku, as the delete guy. But unfortunately, he passed away right before, or he recorded, I think, like the first episode of Yashahime, and then he passed away. That sucks. So I like First Ascension there. Go with first. No, that's good for that. First Ascension. That character skin. Go for first there. We'll try her out. Okay, so, sorry. Which of the hells do you find yourself in most frequently? QP? QP, for sure. Did I upgrade her skills? No, I just got her, so, Teru Mikami. Right, that's true. Correct, SSJ. How is she a sore loser? I guess I'll have to read more of the event to find out, you know? Anyway, let's check out her NP. Abs alone do not mean muscles, but yes, but abs are like the sexiest place to have those muscles. She puts on crazy armor and then goes pew 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 pew.
女王の凱旋である。
Looks pretty good. She puts on her clothes to do her NP, so I'm like, lame. The perv in me is not pleased.
私が望むものを狙いぞ。奨励開始。戦場にたける女王を見た者、このバクからの解放をもって私を否定するオーセンティックトライアンフ。
Yeah, it is kind of similar to Gilga's, doesn't it? Now let's look at some of her regular moves.
異論はない。もちろん。道を開け。
That's cool.
甘く見たようだな。
That was cool.
やっ。
Did she just Umu? I don't know. I don't know if that was an Umu.
異論はない。下がっているように。戦いようはある。甘く見たようだな。そこです。
Then again, I was kind of paying attention to other things. Oh, when you click on her. It's very normal, I guess, for like maybe the royalty to do that. He's kind of like but it is also I think it's the same expression, just with a I could be wrong though. I could totally be wrong. I love this chick's outfit, so deal with it. She's why I rolled for her.
奨励開始。戦場にたける女王を見た者、このバクからの解放をもって私を否定するオーセンティックトライアンフ。
God, that didn't even kill him. That's crazy.
逃がしはしない。
Well, I know what Umu means. It's just, it's such a charming thing that it would be kind of lame to just not represent properly. So she's got lots of cannons. Bitches love cannons. Alright, so I'll dive into a little bit of the event. I'm not going to finish the event on stream by any means. I had no plans to do that. This stream is mostly to, you know, chat with you guys, get Zenobia, and, you know one thing I hate? The menu, right here, shows all the characters in their final ascensions only, but you can't get them to display with their other ones, which is really annoying. I don't know what you're talking about, John. Who got strangled? Wandering Witch? Well, I don't know. Oh, the controversial... Are you talking about that... The Lully one? Wasn't it like... Lully something Requiem? The one that Rev's been talking about? It's good. Is that different than the VTuber who was like doing like stand-up comedy making fun of lolicons? Lolikami Requiem, yeah. Of course, I'm not offended by that kind of stuff at all. I think it's cool. The dance looked very cute and fun. There's a reason it's viral as hell. Speaking of lolis, trick or treat. Huh? What's all this? It can only mean one thing. It's Halloween! See your question, Dawson? Was it a question? I was gonna ask you a question. What happened to your tooth? Are you okay? Oh, already, huh? Yes, it's that time of year already. Senpai and I have already given them treats. I'm pretty sure it's an inside joke. It almost felt like a roast, you know? Like where you make jokes that you don't actually mean to be mean-spirited, but I don't know, you know, how that culture works. Oh, you're saying you can switch the thing on the menu. Well, where do you switch it on the menu? Because I already switched it in the character screen, the character select screen, but it doesn't seem to apply. It's very strange. Will I have a live stream on October 31st? Yes, I will. And I will be playing the game Hotel Izanami. Why don't you make your choice too, Jason? Or at least I plan on it. I'm assuming it's still available to purchase. What will it be, Jason? Trick or treat? Whoa, hang on. I'm not one of those heroic spirits who carries candy everywhere they go. Just switch the card in the inventory? But I did that. Or, okay, so maybe... I guess you can't choose it independent from her Ascension art. I like her Final Ascension art, but not her Final Ascension outfit. If that makes any sense. It's kind of weird, you know? So I guess that's the problem. Like, I like the picture of Squirtoria laying on the bed, looking back at us with her butt all out there, you know? That one's a cute picture. But I don't like her Final Ascension with the cape and the cloak and all that shit. So, I guess if I want to have her default portrait be the one where she's on the bed, then I have to live with her on the title screen like that, which is kind of dumb. What about the anti-lolicons? It's just weird because, yeah, sometimes their Final Ascension art does not reflect their Final Ascension costume for certain characters. But is that a different girl, though? The one that is making fun of the lolicons? She's not the same one that's doing that dance, right? Those are two different characters. Although they both look really similar. What do you think about the weather around this month? Lame. I don't like it. It's starting to get cold. I don't like the cold. I like the summer. Your tooth rotted to the root. Well, I'm glad you're getting that fixed. Wait, are there any heroic spirits who can do that? Give out candy? We got really close with the Christmas ones. Why the hell am I, of all people, getting put on the spot like this at all? Huh? Does this mean he's not gonna give us a treat? It looks that way. Now what do we do? Kill him. We wouldn't mind. Did we do something wrong? I knew we should have worn costumes. You kind of already are, in a sense. Or maybe we should have done more to make sure everyone knew today was Halloween. costumes. Oh, I guess I'm not going to be much help then. You're Santa, that's a costume. I'm sorry, you two will have to go on without me. That's not a costume. Don't worry, we've got this. You're just a book. We certainly do. Now what? Why'd you change your spirit origins? You're a ghost. And I'm a cursed book. Huh? What a terrifying inky ghost we have here. Look, big brother. The cursed book's pages even exude a dark miasma. Very impressive, Pollux. I'm also most impressed by what I believe is a dark Santa Claus over there. Having met such ghastly figures, who must make peace with the knowledge that we may not escape with our lives. Boy, if these three creatures were to say, "Trick or treat!" Yes, just like that! I know, big brother. There's only one thing we can do now. Give them each one of the bags of candy we just so happen to have on us. Quite right, Pollux. Naturally, you must choose treat. Here you go, everyone, and make sure to brush your teeth after having your sweets. They are so different now that they're at Chaldea than when they were at Olympus. I bet Canis still hates them. I think they need to sit down and, like, apologize profusely to poor Canis. Will you ever have a Nikkei livestream? That would be cool. Yet I haven't planned one yet. You think it started to get colder a lot more because it's usually cold during September? From where I grow up, normally it starts snowing right around Halloween, so I think it's on time this year. Thank you. No, I'm talking about Castor and Pollux. They were real assholes. They're gone now, huh? It's a shame that, I don't know, maybe it's because people are scared these days, and reasonably so. I don't see as many trick-or-treaters in my neighborhood. Looks like I'm safe for the moment. Damn, that was scary. Huh? What is it, Jason? You look pale. Don't tell me the seasoned captain of the Argo is powerless against a few children. Now, big brother, be nice. If anything, you're arguably overprepared. You haven't had snow in Scotland in years? That's crazy. I kind of envy that to some degree. I think any deadbeat caught off guard as Jason was would react much the same way. You're calling me a deadbeat just because I didn't have candy ready at all times? I'm not sure deadbeat is the right word. That's true, I'd say Jason is more of a... Well, Shielder, what were you gonna say? I can handle some insults, but I at least want to know what I'm being insulted about. Lord Jason! Sounds like Medea Lily. Because the grown-up Medea is still probably really pissed at him or something. Lord Jason! Just look at how big this pumpkin turned out! What the hell? Isn't that a little too big? Yes, it is very big. I couldn't believe it either. And it's all thanks to Lord Watanabe no Tsuna. Really? I was helping out in the underground garden, says the mushroom head, when I came across this magnificent pumpkin. Both Lord Emiya and Lady Boudica have told me it should make for a delicious stew. I suggest you go enjoy it with Lord Jason. Halloween is kind of lame for me in one respect, is that this whole season I don't care about pumpkin spice or pumpkin shit very much. Did you hear about an artist that made Kafka art and a guy that wanted to off him over the art? Which one is Kafka? That's not Kefka, whom I'm thinking from Final Fantasy, the crazy clown man. Isn't that nice of him? Pumpkin stew, huh? Do you not like pumpkin stew or something? The roach guy? I don't know anything about that. There's a waifu, Kafka? It's another VTuber, right? I don't know him as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Lord Jason. I didn't know you disliked pumpkins. No, it's not that... Look at that, bollocks. Jason really hasn't changed a bit. Stop that, big brother. It's rude to point and laugh. Oh, Honkai Star Rail. Is she a loli? Is that why people are pissed? So original. No, Kafka's not a loli. She's just fully clothed. She almost looks like, what is it, the Makima chick from Chainsaw Man? She has similar vibes, at least in the outfit department. She's alright. She ain't no, what do they call her? Something Wolf? Silver Wolf? Silver Wolf, she's smoking. How can you be so astute about others' feelings, yet so clueless about your own behavior? Hmm? How can I put this? I think when Silverwolf was first revealed, there were people talking about how nice her ass looked in the trailer, and they were getting kicked off of the official subreddit, which was like, you're the ones who put that ass there. You know that's what people be thinking, but you just don't want them to talk about it in open. It's like, that's kind of lame. That's kind of lame. Like, you're gonna pretend like you don't have fan service in your game. I could understand if it was one of those things like, shh, people are watching, they're gonna start censoring us if you get too crazy about it, you know? What about it? Gojo versus Makima? What? I don't understand. That's funny, I searched Kafka, or I searched Makima, and then Kafka immediately came up in the auto-suggest. That's pretty funny. You're not talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Because I don't like that show at all. Wait, what's 35 bucks on Steam? Oh, Kizuna Ai touched the beat. That sounds kind of fun. I'm assuming it's a rhythm game. It really feels like autumn has come to Caldea. I know what you mean, Senpai. Between Halloween, pumpkins, and the fickle hearts of men, it definitely feels like fall. What? Also, Senpai, the Japanese phrase I'm referencing, men's hearts are fickle as the autumn sky, became prominent in the Edo period. Ah. But nowadays it can, and often is, used to refer to women as well. Of course, Caldea has heroic spirits from all over the world, and all across history, and not all of them fit into the male or female binary. Ah yes, the quote that has everyone on Twitter throwing a hissy fit. I mean, it's true. You've got trans characters, you've got characters who just be like, no, don't talk to me about gender. As long as they're still hot waifu, I really couldn't care less. When was Twitter not in a fizzy fit? Never. But just saying. So, thinking on it, why don't we just say people's hearts instead and leave it at that? Sounds good to me. Let's be gender inclusive. No, no, no. Don't change history. There's no reason that you have to be upset about words like mankind and things like that for the patriarchy or the fickle hearts of men. We know it means people. You don't have to be that way. We're not offended. You shouldn't be offended by something so harmless. It's like the Latinx thing. It's like, let it be. It's a language that has gender in it, but that doesn't mean it's oppressing you. Did Twitter change ever since Elon Musk bought it? Not a ton, to be perfectly honest. Probably the best thing that changed about it, in my opinion, is there's a lot more use of community notes. So when somebody tries to have this really terrible take, or put something out of context, community notes can step in and be like, actually, this is what happened. And that helps out quite a bit, because the person who posted that really terrible fake news can't get rid of the community note that's on their own post. And I love how it's pissing off The Gamer, which is like the worst journalist website out there now. I have declared them the worst. They were getting all pissy about the community notes because probably a lot of their stupid shit was getting community noted. It really helps, yeah, it really helps. I like the community notes. It's okay, Leo. I'm not entitled to liking Jujutsu Kaisen, but you totally are, and I have no problem with that. It's just my taste. Like, one of theirs is like, stop making mods that make the female characters look prettier in our games. It's like, no, we'll mod whatever the hell we want. Did the music just die? Yes, it did. Yeah. Oh, Christine. Jill is a clown. I didn't need that. I'm assuming that's Jill. Oh, vampire, sleep with me tonight. Oh, within me tonight. That's just as weird. Oh, vampire, let my song lull you to slumber. Are you hearing a CinemaSins ding? I don't have a CinemaSin. That's a tongue twister for me. CinemaSins ding. There you go. How holy, blessed be this holiest of Halloween nights. As a humble clown, I shall make you laugh until you are positively gasping for breath. Come on, lower your head a little more, that's it. I know how you love sweets, but you shouldn't eat too many at once. I like Uriel's costume. Of course, I love anything that's midriff bearing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Got that, Asterios? Okay, Uriel. I forgot he could talk. Look, there's a vampire, a clown, and a mummy. And Uriel and Asterios are wearing matching horns. I gotta chill. They've all done so wonderful with classic Halloween monster costumes. What's so scary about clowns? Dude, we have Runru. You shouldn't be asking that. Yes, some people do find clowns very frightening. I believe it's even classified as a type of phobia. Asteroid. He's not Asteroid. Happy Halloween! Hell yeah. I've got you, White Rabbit. Oh no, I got. Mary, that's smexy. I'm on cloud 9. Oh wow, a girl in a blue dress and a rabbit in a top hat. Is it just me, or is the scaling of this craft essence all messed up, though? Look, Senpai, they're dressed like famous characters from Alice in Wonderland. I've never wanted to smash a rabbit like that, though. Be careful, Master, if you eat one of my treats. You shrink down real tiny or grow into a huge giant. Those are both fetishes, you know. Aw, you spilled the beans. You mean they actually work like the food in Alice in Wonderland, too? That's amazing. I wonder how they pulled that off. Still, it's better if we don't try one. If either of us turned into a giant, it'd be, well, a huge problem. I wonder if King Protea would like that. Give me the small one. Then she could be, like, normal again. My domain spreads everywhere the light touches. Just you watch, I shall possess it all. Are you sure that's what I'm supposed to say? You're doing great, Pharaoh guy. I mean, Your Majesty. I see. These masquerade balls are a rather tedious affair. No matter. You've got to admit, they're a real nice change of pace. And I can't say the idea of spacefaring golden wings displeases me. Bring me my goblet. I shall permit the masses to join me in a toast to our glorious victory. Yes, Pharaoh Ozymandias, you are far too kind. I am the Space Emperor. Long live Space Emperor Ozymandias. Ooh, those must be sci-fi costumes, Senpai. I just heard Nito Crease, but I don't see her. Yeah. You like Kafka? There, Senpai. She's right in front of Pharaoh Ozymandias. See, she's standing on top of that 3D planet model. Aw, she's so tiny. Oh, well, she's a hologram too, though. It's just Lord Medjed. No one cares about that. Nito Crease hides behind that alter ego far too often. Yes, it is. She may be small, but she still has a divine aura about her. Hey, Ilya. Oh, Master, Mashu. Trick or treat. Get a load of this treat, Ilya. Thanks. How do you like the Nikkei Naga? I like her a lot, in fact. I'm a bit disappointed because I don't need any more shotgun users. But I did try to roll for her anyway, and she would not come home. I hope I can still pull her within the 8 days I have left. And hopefully, Nikkei won't come out with an even sexier waifu like right afterward. What do you think of my costume? Ruby recommended it for me. It's cute. Yes, very cute. I'm so glad. Oh, I'd better go. Chloe's calling me. Happy Halloween! Tama Mama. Aha, there you are. At last your loop has come, woof. Loop? Prepare yourself for undead pumpkin cat sweets. As long as the sweets aren't undead. I worked my poor toe beans off to make these extra yummy, so you better savor every last bite, Master. Don't mind if I do. I expect you to polish these off in under 5 minutes. Every last one, woof. 5 minutes? I'm just kidding. I'll let you off the hook as long as you and Mash find something finish them all this evening. Yeah, that's not how I would have read that. Fuck yeah. Although, Matahari's butt looks a lot bigger than it usually is, but she is one hell of a wench. There's no way her nipples are not just pointing straight at you. Welcome to the Adventurer's Tavern. Sir, I couldn't show you to a table sooner. I've been so busy I can barely see straight. Tia's boobs are too big, yes. You two are still too young to drink, right? Well, that's okay. We still have plenty of great food for you to enjoy. You know, you could make non-alcoholic drinks. Table for two, please. Wow, Matahari's barmaid costume is great. And look how expertly she's bringing out drinks and food to all the heroic spirits that have come by the cafeteria. She doesn't just look the part, she's playing it perfectly, too. She's drawing a huge crowd, especially the guys. Sorry, that's a bad whistle. That's a little better. There are a number of heroic spirits and staff members who seem particularly taken with her, charms. She just makes me want to, like, climb her like a koala. Wait, Titania's excuse in Ancient Magus Bride? Well, could you give me better context? Oh! Wait, Master. Those same heroic spirit and staff members are moving somewhere else. Is that... Ah. They got a MILF thing going on. Oh. Oh my. Is something the matter, everyone? I was just looking for Ilya and Sitonai. I assume Emiya's in the kitchen? Iris's costume is... Whoa! Yes. It's so, daring and provocative that it's drawing everyone in like it's its own gravity or something. It looks like she and Matahari are on very equal footing. How did you like the school teacher in Nikkei? Marciana? She's fantastic. I got her and I'm happy for it. Senpai! We have a third contender! You know, Mashu, you could always join in. A third servant has arrived and is drawing everyone's attention. Look, over there, it's Nightingale. Ah. And she's really, I think the phrase is dressed to kill? Mm-hmm. Isn't this Redrop's artwork? I like it. Redrop knows how to draw a good stomach. A costume? No. This outfit is a symbol of complete and perfect disinfectant. It is made entirely from microbial materials. I thought it an appropriate choice of attire since I'm serving as the head of Chaldea's medical team tonight. I take it the reason you've gathered around me is that you've all been experiencing health issues? Very well then, I will treat you myself, even if it kills you. Perfect disinfectant mode? Amazing! I can feel her determination all the way over here. Though I do have to say it looks more like a Halloween combat uniform than a Halloween costume. I suppose it just goes to show that she's already ready to battle the forces of disease. She's so dedicated. You want to play Nikkei, but you don't have an iPad? But it is on PC. And phones. I'm not sure which one you're using to talk to me now, though. Gosh, they're all so incredible. I love seeing all the work and passion they went into everyone's costumes. Come to think of it. Yes? What about you, Mashu? Me? How come you're not wearing a Halloween costume? You're so boring! You got such a good body and you're not putting it to use. Well, that's because my costume is, So guys, CH, member for 3 months, thank you. How's it been? Also glad you liked my PC, but can't stay long and working tonight? That is fair. Oh, fuck yeah. Mashu! Mashu! Woo! Honorary titty all day, every day. Oh, right, you were telling me about that. You don't trust the PC version. You see, I found a package from an unidentified sender when I went up to my room. And found this inside. I figured it must be a Halloween costume. So I summoned up my courage and tried it on, but... What do you think, Fo? Is it too much? No. Do you think Senpai will like it? Is it just me, or is it a little revealing? Fo! Fo, 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 fo! I knew it. Fo, you cock-blocking bastard. I can't possibly wear this in public. Senpai can't see this, ever. Oh, God damn it, I hate when women do that. When they are literally the embodiment of perfection, but they don't see it themselves, or they are just too nervous. I can understand if they weren't feeling safe, but that's not the case with Ritsuka. Is that my costume has been sealed away as thoroughly as one of Caldea's 7 taboos. That bad. Yes! Okay, I'll just wait until you're ready to break the seal. Huh? Is that a metaphor for sex? I see. I'll try. I'll do my best. I swear, Mashu. If you want to make Ritsuka the happiest person on Earth, Chicory shift. Does that mean what I think it means? Oh, she just mistranslated. Good job, Fo. Good job, Fo. Yep, sorry to interrupt the Halloween party. Much as I wish I hadn't shown up, it hadn't showed up now. We've got another minute singularity on our hands. Who's your favorite pilgrim in Nikkei? That's a good question. Meta-wise, gameplay-wise, Modernia, aka, what's her face? Marion. I like Rapunzel. Rapunzel's voice is absolutely soothing. And once again, I'm really hoping you'll take care of it. Then I'll go too. Sorry, Mashu, I'm afraid I've got something else for you. I've already chosen the servants who will be accompanying Sarah. Oh, I see, that's too bad. So, what are we dealing with this time? This latest singularity is in the Middle East, so it might actually not be Halloween related. As for the time period, it's... oh wow, the 3rd century. That's pretty far back. Once you arrive, the first thing you should do is gather what am I telling you for? Anyway, you know how this works. Alright, let's get you on your way. Oh? Oh? Ah! Ah! Halloween! Rising. It almost says... God, I don't know why. The font was so berserk, I thought it said kissing. Halloween kissing, and I'd be like, yes! Yes! And once again, it's all Elizabeth Bathory's fault. I think. Her bikini armor version is definitely her best. I like that very much so. So, yeah. Like I said, I wasn't really planning to stream the event today. That's a fun little... I liked being able to see the craft essences. Those almost make me, like, want to go and roll for them. It's pretty crazy. You like Snow White and Scarlet? Snow White has a fun personality. I like her. And I like how batshit insane Dorothy is, because I understand where she's coming from. Now, I'm going to wrap up the stream for today, and I will archive it tomorrow. Yeah, it should be fun. I needed to take a bit of a break because, like I said, my Code Geass waifu video is taking a little extra time to finish. So I hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'll talk to you soon. Until next time, celebrate your fandom.